welcome back to my channel. Today I want to do my first video in my cosplay playlist, and to start that I need to talk about my first convention experience in cosplay. I've always kind of found a fascination in cosplay. It's just interesting to see normal people, just teachers, engineers, waitress, whatever, making these incredible costumes of their favorite shows and animes and movies and video games. It's just such a unique hobby. So I knew for a long time that I wanted to cosplay, I just didn't know what a convention. And I do live in Philly and New York is not too far away, so I decided New York could be a really cool trip to take. So I invited my friend and we both became fan verified, and then we waited until about noon, I guess, at whatever it was. You click on it right away. We didn't have any issues of getting in, but we did get tickets to go for Friday and Saturday. Thursday, we did get tickets for the smaller anime convention that they had attached to the Comic-Con, but honestly, it was not well organized. It was a very redundant thing. So I'm not gonna go this year, although I hope they worked out some of their kinks. Yeah, so Friday and Saturday will be the days that I tell you about. So as soon as I got my con tickets, I had to start planning my cosplay. I was super excited. I didn't actually end up cosplaying with my friend. She did her own sort of cosplay, just because we had our own ideas of what to do, and it was my first time and I kind of wanted to do something I was really passionate about. So I ended up choosing a character from one of my favorite series when I was little, Sailor Moon. And I was the evil Chibiusa character, or her name was Dark Lady as well. So I wanted to do her character because she had pink hair, and who doesn't want that? Instead of just doing a normal evil Chibiusa, I decided to do a twist on it. My only experience with cosplay was online via YouTube videos and via subreddits and things like that. So my concept of what would be like redundant or typical was a little off. I mean, in real life, yeah, you're gonna see a lot of Spider-Mans and Deadpools and, you know, whatever is very popular at the moment, but I think I went like 2 levels deeper than I had to. I wanted to do something different and not something that everyone else had done. But really, when you go to a con, like, you're not gonna see a ton of Chibiusas. And I only saw one other character of mine, so, and even in that instance, it kind of would be cool to be dressed kind of the same. So while I don't regret the experience, next year I want to choose something a little bit easier to identify. I will note, because my experience was exclusive to online videos and people that were thinking very much like myself, walking into the real world in 2 giant pink pigtails and a kimono, it's different. So my friend and I are all decked out. I have these 2 giant pink pigtails all the way down to my waist. I have this huge geisha thing going on, which is half hot glue, BT dubs. Don't suggest that. That's not right. But I have this little kimono on with a faux embroidery of an upside down moon and some flowers, and a little kimono belt on, and then I have a long skirt that has slits on the side and some pleating to it. The slits, I wanted to kind of mimic the silhouette in the original Sailor Moon series, where Dark Lady had that beautiful kind of like sassy dress on. So I'm in that. She is in an outfit from Danny Phantom, the Sam character, which is, you know, a little skirt, whatever. We look nuts. I mean, we feel good, but we look nuts. We're in New York City. We decide whether or not we're gonna take an Uber or if we're going to actually take the subway. We took an Uber because we were so nervous, but looking back, I probably would have taken the subway because there's tons of people in costume. At least, again, that's what the internet tells me. Immediately, it is just overwhelming. It feels both safe in terms of like, I don't look like a crazy person, but also overwhelming because there's so many people like you, and there's just there's so much stuff. It's just like these beautiful giant constructions of characters that you really enjoy and movies that you really like, and you walk in and there's cosplays everywhere, just these incredible, beautiful cosplays that are so inspiring. I lock eyes with Xena, warrior princess, which I might have lost it. might have lost my cool a little bit. Looking back, I wish I had planned a panel or two or something to go to, because I just spent 2 days wandering around, and while that was fun, I didn't truly get to feel the full extent of it, I think, because it was so overwhelming, and because I was in cosplay, full cosplay. And as much as people tell you, like, people are gonna take pictures of you, you know, like, you're going to have to stop, you might be a hindrance to other people. You really are, you know, you're in this full outfit and people are taking pictures of you, and you want to check something out, but like, that might make that area kind of too busy. So it's just kind of a balance of checking out things that you want to check out, but also experiencing being in cosplay and experience other people in cosplay. On Saturday, there's a cosplay contest, and it is just so cool. These people are just so passionate and so good at what they do and so inspiring. I really highly suggest that you go. So a lot of my experience has to do with my wig, since it was a big part of my costume. And things that I would impart on you if you're a new cosplayer: try a short wig first, because the long wigs get very tangled very easily, and wigs don't work in the same way that normal hair works. In order to calm it down, you have to brush it and then straighten it, just because that's the way that hair works. Wig work in general is really difficult. It's something that I didn't expect to be too difficult, and while I enjoyed the challenge, I used hot glue for 75% of the project, which I'm absolutely sure is not what you're supposed to be doing. It weighed like 8 pounds, and it was really hard on my neck, so I took a leave both days before I left the apartment. I'm pretty confident with hair in general, but really the wig working is completely different. It doesn't work the same way that hair works. There's wefts, so you can't put hair up in the same way that you would put your own hair up, since it's all concentrated on strands. I glued down the hair from the back, and then I added some pieces to make it kind of natural, and then I added the pieces on the top. I would just be wary of making the wig the focus of your first cosplay. Another thing I would suggest to you is plan something. Go to a panel, go to an autograph session, do something, because otherwise you might just feel too overwhelmed and get a little bit lost in all of it. Things that I kind of wish that I had done was indulged in the nightlife. We went for Friday and Saturday, and there was tons of events that we could have gone later in the evening, but it just had gotten a little expensive, and I guess we were both tired. But looking back, I wish I had indulged in it, because you get to meet people that are very much like you, but also are interested in the same things you are. And I had worked on this cosplay for so long, and it's kind of hard to find people that are interested in that in real life, because it's just a niche hobby. I wish I had gone and talked to cosplayers off of the con floor, because that way you have time and you can kind of make new friends and network that way. Another tip I would give you is I actually did have a bag that matched my cosplay when I walked around, and I highly suggest doing that. That way you can wear your bag and not feel like it's breaking the theme of your cosplay, but you can still carry all the things that you need, because you're gonna need your tickets, your wallet, your phone, maybe some water and snacks. So you're going to need all those things, and bringing something that matches your cosplay is gonna make you feel more comfortable bringing it around. So if you wear a cosplay to a convention, you're probably gonna have your picture taken, and people are going to ask you for your social media links, or if you have some sort of email to connect to your cosplay. And I didn't have any of that, and I wish that I had, because I missed out on some pictures that people took of me. So my last piece of advice is, if you're interested in cosplaying, just do it. It's really fun to do, it's a fun project to have, and it's also cool to have this kind of finale where you wear the outfit and people can recognize all the hard work you put into it. Going to Comic-Con was one of my favorite experiences last year, and I really recommend you going if you have ever wanted to go. I had so much fun last year. I'm definitely gonna go again this year. I'm going to have to hodgepodge a little bit because I don't have as much time or money as I did last year. I'm also going to be wearing my natural hair color because I am not doing the whole wig situation again. But maybe in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you found this video interesting or helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you, bye.